Okay, this video, I apologize if my voice sounds weird. I'm a little coffee and stuffy, but this video is really about citing sources in a business environment. So teaching business classes, even if this is your first class, still requires professionalism and citation of sources, though not exactly, at least for me, not exactly as specific as things like English writing or technical writing, scientific papers, things like that, where you have to be very exact in the way you cite sources. However, professionalism in a business situation, including your business classes, because we're here to help you get ready to be in a professional environment, includes citation of sources. And that is going to, what I want you to do is I want you to cite anything that didn't come out of your brain. If you're regurgitating this fact from somewhere, from one of my lectures, from another instructor's lectures, from a deck of slides, from your textbook, from your parents, from some research you did, there should be a citation of that source. And if you don't know exactly how to do that, I'm going to give you a couple of examples. This is one of my favorite ways to utilize AI in the school environment right now, because AI can help us. So I'm just going to open up this screen and I'm going to ask ChatGPT to help me cite sources. So the first thing I can do is go in here and it says, what can I help you with? How to cite sources from a conversation. So what I'm doing is, okay, I had this conversation with my parents. I need to cite what I learned from them, and they're going to give you two formats or multiple formats in this case. I tend to go for the MLA style because that's what I was taught. I have no idea what's correct right now. But you can literally do this. So if I'm talking with my parents, I can say, okay, this is the information I need. I need my first and last name, a description of the conversation, I need a date. So I'm going to go, I spoke with my dad. Please put the following information into MLA style for conversation. And I'm going to tell it Scott Furman, which is my dad's name, Scott Furman, discussion on retirement. And I spoke with him October 25th, 2025. And then it's going to tell me exactly how to mark it. I highlight it, I right click, I hit copy, and I go to my document, I put it in my document. Okay. So I'm showing you this because this is where most of my students lose points on, say, short answer things. So for example, in this one here, the student said, the question was, what are the statistical data about retirement and standard of living in the state of Oregon for different age groups? There is no physical way for this person to know it without having gone and looked something up, which is fine. And they did. I can tell that they looked something up because right here, they say 17% of Oregon's population is retired according to the US Census Bureau. So they went to the US Census Bureau, probably their website. They didn't cite sources. So here's what I want you to do. Go into ChatGPT and say how to cite a website. And ChatGPT is going to show you how to do that. We're going to get as much information as we possibly can. I'm going to say in MLS style, just to get it to give me more information. Okay, what kind of information do I need? So in this case, if there wasn't an author, there probably wasn't on a US statistics website, but we know it's the US Census Bureau, and there was probably some sort of title. So here, I'm going to say title, I'm going to spell title correctly, title, retired population in Oregon. I have no idea what the student did. I'm just guessing. Website, US Census. I don't know how to spell census apparently. Census. Will whoa, that's not what I wanted to do. And spelling is fine. I don't know how to spell bureau, so I'm going to come back over here. B-U-R. B-U-R-E-A-R-U. Bureau. There, we got it figured out. U.S. Census Bureau. The date that we looked this up today, the date that we looked it up was, we'll say October 25th, 2024, and then the website information. So we can look up US Census Bureau. At census.gov, and we'll just use really basic stuff. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to tell ChatGPT this too. And then I'm going to let ChatGPT make it for us. Here's how we're going to cite this. Okay, so then we copy this and we go and paste it into our information. I don't expect you to know how to do this. I do not know how to do this. I expect that we can use our resources, and using generative AI in something like this is a perfect scenario. You're not doing anything wrong, especially in my class, and in most of your business courses and business things that you're going to do outside of school by using generative AI for something like this. So if you need more examples, put them in the comments of the video on what you want to see an example of how we can get our citation of sources in to a format that you write at the end of your document that says citation of sources, and you're just going to copy and paste these sources. Most of your classes where you're going and learning new information, again, from lectures, from conversations with local business people, from conversations with your parents, from conversations with another instructor or an admin, are going to be things that you may want to regurgitate, but taking ownership by not citing them is fraudulent. And so I want you guys to be aware of how to work on this and get all of the points you need on your assignments, because you're using generative AI in a way that benefits you, that also shows respect and ownership for the intellectual property that you're regurgitating to the person who gave you that regurgitation.